Graduates. Bethany Blankenship is the president of the College Council of Nursing Students. During her academic career, Bethany was very involved in multiple aspects of student governance and frequently served in various leadership capacities for her class. Please help me welcome Ms. Blankenship to the podium.
Before I start, I just wanted to reiterate a notion of thanks to everybody who's made this ceremony possible. As a lot of you probably know, this ceremony was not supposed to happen. So I just wanted to say a big thanks again to Dr. Rabe, Dr. Sales, and Dr. Morris for hearing our incessant pleas for a ceremony, as well as the student workers and Maria Maza and Bernadette Hinojosa, who were the diligent workforce behind all of this. So if you guys could help me. So when I sat down to actually write the speech, immediately I was confronted with a million different things at once, but also at the same time, a pervasive inability to actually write anything down. I thought, how does someone actually articulate what we've been through for the past 16 months? From the hopes and dreams that we set out with, expectations of the trails that we will blaze, the people we will help, the difference we will make, great expectations of who we will be, where we will go, and then we got there. We all think we're going to be great, and that this journey will be the best thing that ever happened to us. And then we feel a little robbed when our expectations aren't quite met. Some of the plans fall through, and everything just isn't what it was cracked up to be. But sometimes our expectations sell us short. Sometimes the expected simply pales in comparison to the unexpected, because the expected is just the beginning. It's the unexpected. The unexpected is what changed her life. For me, nursing school was quite the unexpected journey. I stand here at the culmination of some of the most intense years of my life, and I'm simply in awe. Not necessarily at the things that I've learned or what I've done, but the people who I've been doing it with. We started as a class of 60, a hodgepodge of college students coming from all walks of life. We have students who are the first in their family to ever go to college, students who already have one degree and sometimes two. We have some mid-30-year-olds with a couple children, and then we have some babies who just turned 21. We have some single moms out there, parents of 3 and even 4 children, students from Page, Yuma, California, Wisconsin, and even Canada. We have some businesswomen. We have dance instructors, sorority officers, Army infantrymen, engineering majors, Barrett students, truck drivers, nannies, waitresses, and even the unfortunate students who, whether by choice or not, held a job throughout this entire journey. We've had some people leave us, and for one reason or another, we kind of broke. But we knew inside that we could pull through this. Through the frustrations with financial aid office, birthdays not celebrated until a week or 2 later, breakups, a couple car crashes, and even an engagement and a nursing school baby. We've seen it all and strove to get through it all together. We have even had a few comers in our group as well, who helped to invigorate and inspire us on our journey forward. But all these people sitting in front of me, we're all an adopted family that we've all fallen into. And in these short 16 months, I feel as though I've known them forever. When starting nursing school, even though we all had some vague expectation of what we were going to go through, we really had no clue. I remember those first days in long-term care when we were told that we had to clean up what? And then it was all we can do to pronounce medication names and decipher the alphabet soup of acronyms in the handwritten patient charts. SOB, BID, PRN, PO, IVPV, CVA, CAVG, WTF? To our first steps in the hospitals over the next 3 semesters, still not quite knowing what we're supposed to be doing, but we were eagerly willing to jump into anything that came our way. Finally getting a chance to wear those hospital-issued green scrubs, the booties, and yes, even that bouffant hairnet. And then to caring those with mental illnesses and the homeless, when sometimes the only medicine they needed was for someone to listen. And then we moved forward to laboring mothers and witnessing firsthand the birth of life. So we witnessed birth of life and later the subsequent growth of life into innocent children who were stuck in the hospital and only wanted to color and play with their friends. We were finally getting to feel what it was like to be a nurse, especially when we had to step up and take care of those critically ill patients in the ICUs. And finally, we got to cap off our experience by immersing ourselves in the area of our choosing that we felt the closest connection to for over 108 hours. That sounds like a lot, but it went by very quickly. And it was a breathtaking experience to finally learn how to fly solo and stand on our own 2 feet. But we couldn't have done it alone, not without an assembly of friends and family behind us supporting us every step of the way. But in this room is a community, bound by a learning curve so steep that you simply have to help each other to keep holding on, even if you're only inches above the ground yourself. We have walked hundreds of miles in the hospital floors, survived through early mornings that melt into very late nights, absorbed hundreds of hours of patient stories. And within these stories, it's what we find the unexpected in ourselves. We refuse to stand back while people suffer. As nurses and students of that craft, we believe in the time it takes to explain, making sure someone understands both their illness and their health. In a world often seeming bent on harming itself, we are here to provide a healing touch in the labyrinth that is the healthcare system. Our hands, they have been wrapped in nitrile, shaken with apprehension, cracked and dried by the ever-presence of hand sanitizer, nicked with edges of flashcards and smudged with highlighters. All of this so now that those same hands can close wounds, catch new life, provide life-saving CPR, offer comfort in death, or simply fold together in patient listening. But this unexpected journey, as trying as it is a beautiful story about what it means to be a nurse. We are and will forever be students of our craft. Although our journey to this point has been long and felt like a lifetime already, rest assured that it's only the beginning to unexpected greatness. As rough and trying as our times have been, in crossing this stage, we become practitioners of our craft. Our roads from here will be as varied and wonderful as those from which we came. Years from now, however, I want you guys to take time to look at your hands, sure and seasoned, and remember what it was that brought us all to ASU. To be part of the first year-round upper division downtown cohort, the first to have a ceremony like this, and especially remember what brought you into nursing in the first place, and celebrate how far we've come in our journey through this unexpected ground. Wherever we find ourselves tomorrow, whatever we expect to accomplish, remember that today we're surrounded by healers who will touch the world around us. Just try and stop us as we take on what is expected and blow it out of the water. Congratulations, you guys. You made it.